Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Huddle.
Where we talk about football on the final week of the season.
Already, week 18. But we know what that means. It's playoff football time, and I definitely would not be this happy if the Steelers didn't make the playoffs. But
Who didn't make the playoffs, Levi, this year?
Who didn't?
I know the Packers made it. Who didn't make it?
Well, the Falcons, Vikings, Giants, Washington Commanders.
Yeah, but there was an
Panthers,
NFC West team.
Cardinals, Raiders, Broncos, Chargers, Titans, Colts, Jags, Bengals, Pats, Jets. None of those teams made the playoffs.
What about an NFC West team?
I said,
the Rams. It wasn't the Rams or the Cardinals. 49ers made it. What's that other team?
I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll talk about it later.
Their quarterback must have went to a butt college.
No, actually, he was pretty good.
Oh, okay, really?
All right.
Yeah, welcome back. Great start to our episode. Obviously, this past week was the final week of the NFL season. So many games at cost, so many divisions at cost. I think there was 3 divisions that anybody could take, or at least 3 teams could take, or 2. There was a lot of drama this week. Some very big games. But honestly, I enjoy this week a lot. Starting off on that Saturday game with Steelers, love that game, and then of course wrapping up last night, or I guess Sunday night, with the Bills and Dolphins. But this is our playbook for today. NFL news. Gonna get to trash talk, games of the week. No takeaways this week. We're gonna go to playoff predictions.
Oh.
We're gonna have our CPAC react. It's so funny. Whatever. Blah blah blah. And then we're gonna wrap it up with the steel curtain session, which once again, this would have been a sucky steel curtain session for this episode, and probably would have been our last of the season. Yeah. But hey, instead we get to have one more, and maybe one more. And maybe we'll win the Super Bowl. Who knows? But Elijah, kick us off with some NFL news.
All right. Since I am apparently the playoff guy, we'll start out with the Buccaneers, who clinched the NFC South. Good job, Buccaneers, for the 3rd straight year with Baker Mayfield. And then the Steelers, of course, clinched their wild card spot, and they will be playing the Bills. The Packers clinch a wild card spot. Who didn't get that wild card spot, Levi?
Let's stay focused, please, on the episode.
Okay. Also, the Packers, they are the youngest team in NFL history to make the playoff. The average age of 25 years old. That's pretty good.
Pretty crazy.
Go Pack, go. And then, of course, the Bills clinched the AFC East after the win against the Dolphins. And then, yeah.
Cool things of that game, that punt return.
Oh, yeah. Levi, take it away with the rest of that stuff.
Yeah, so every AFC North team has a winning season. So, obviously, everybody, that says, I don't think it's hard to argue against it, that this isn't the best division in the league.
Obviously.
You look at the stats, you look at the standings.
Yeah, and especially who was 5-1 in that division? I mean, they should have been, I don't know, division leader.
So obviously, regardless of if Joe Burrow was playing or not, this division's still very competitive, and still, some of the best rivalries in this division as well. But I guess if we were taking an average of each record, put these teams all together, they would have had 10.75 wins. Elijah, how many losses?
6.25.
So 10-6, still a good record, even if we combine all these teams. So obviously, just shows how competitive this division actually is. Puka Nacua breaks the rookie reception record, but not only that, he also breaks the rookie receiving record. See that a rookie in, I think, the 5th round drafted, was number 4 in the league for receiving yards. He was over the likeness of A.J. Brown, which sounds crazy, DJ Moore, Brandon Ayuk, Mike Evans, Amari Cooper, even Keenan Allen, Jamar Chase, Stephon Diggs, the list goes on, Devontae Adams, you get the idea. Puka Nacua made his name.
He's a Pro Bowler.
came into NFL legacy this year. So,
Yes, he
yeah.
did.
Yeah, good for him. Ravens, they will sign Dalvin Cook to their practice squad. We might see maybe 1 or 2 carries from him in the playoffs as he gets carried by his other team. Just like Melvin Gordon is on that team as well, like he did 2 years ago or last year with the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Yeah, Elijah, get some staff moves. What
Yeah.
the news are.
2 firings for coaches. The Falcons fire Arthur Smith. I think it was after 3 seasons. Wasn't a very good coach, but sorry for him. And then finally Ron Rivera, who was also fired from the Commanders after some disappointing seasons in Washington. And that's gonna basically finish out our NFL news of this
There's
week.
some more.
Oh.
Too. Panthers fired their general manager. After 3 seasons. Jaguars fired their defensive coordinator after 2 seasons, and the Giants' defensive coordinator has resigned after 2 seasons. And good coach news: Saints are expected to keep their coach Dennis Allen for his 3rd season.
Nice.
So that is your NFL news of the week. It is time for. I think it's the first time we've done Trash Talk Tuesday on a Monday.
Yeah, it is.
Maybe one.
It's crazy. Maybe, yeah.
But, yeah, here you go. Elijah, take it away.
All right, let's start out with the Baltimore Ravens. The Steelers own Tyler Huntley. And then let's move on to the next Saturday game starring the Colts. 1 play to decide whether we make the playoffs or not. Let's pass it to our 3rd string running back who has less than 10 touches on the year. And you saw how that turned out.
I feel bad.
Yeah, I do too. Titans. Oh, go ahead, sorry.
No, I was just saying catch the ball.
Oh.
So you
all you gotta do. Titans. Vrabel and Edmonds will always be a Steeler.
Steeler always Steeler, unless you're Chase Claypool or Mitch Trubisky once he leaves.
Yeah, you're not Steelers or Matt Canada even.
Yeah.
Saints might as well save your best performance for the last game of the season, all for nothing. And then the Buccaneers imagine clinching your division with just 3 field goals.
And that adds to, I don't know if it's a streak or not, but that adds to another game this year.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Of a team winning without scoring any touchdowns.
You're right.
Score that game.
That's crazy. Panthers, as many points as 1st-round picks in the 2024 draft.
That's so they traded them all away, so it wouldn't matter anyways.
Yeah. Browns, another terrible backup playing for the Browns. That's gotta be. They have to have the record for most starting QBs in a season. That's Jeff Driscoll. Wow. And then Bengals, all of the best Bengals backups in the past decade, all in one game. Jake Browning, AJ McCarron, and Jeff Driscoll. And then the Packers, Bears, we still own you. And then let's go to the Rams. It's like Carson Wentz never left. And then Broncos country, goodbye. And then
they were playing so good, and Sean Payton's a bum and ruined it all.
Or Russell Wilson, who knows?
That's sad. Say that again. Broncos country, goodbye.
Broncos country, goodbye. And then, it's a very sad. I'm sorry to any Broncos fans.
If there are any, they don't exist.
Dolphins, Tua in the division Noah. And then let's get into some honorable mentions. I'll make these real quick. Ron Rivera and Arthur Smith, congratulations for making it that long onto the team. And then Eli Apple, this dude only appears when it's playoff time, and it's not for good reasons. And then Peacock, they might be getting more hate than Amazon Prime because they're the exclusive.
It's free. Peacock is free, buddy.
Is it? I don't think so.
I have it. That's how I watch soccer games and stuff.
Oh, wow. Well, I don't have it, so I won't be watching the Chiefs game. And I'm sure there are a lot of other people who are very angry about that. Right. And and I think that will end my Trash Talk Tuesday, the last regular season one. Oh, go ahead.
They were 8-3, the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Oh man!
And they touched the terrible toe, and then they won 1-5 after that.
Yep.
Yeah. Don't touch the towel, buddy.
Don't touch the towel.
Don't touch the towel.
Don't touch
All right, that is it for your trash talk of the week. It's time for games of the week,
it. Games of the week.
dude. Look,
What?
I don't understand if you're doing this on purpose now
Well,
or
no,
if
I
it's
have my phone in my hand that I'm reading off of the script.
oh,
I can't
okay.
clap.
Well, I have my phone on a table, so games
Uh,
of the week.
games of the week.
No, okay, then I will. Never mind.
Okay, I clapped.
Biggest win of the week. This is the team that won by the biggest margin, or you could say biggest loss of the week for the team that lost by the biggest margin. But this was the not Cowboys Commanders.
The Falcons.
Yeah, sorry. Falcons and Saints. Saints beat the Falcons 48-17. It was tied 17-17 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it looked like it was gonna be a really good game, and
then Saints
it
just
wasn't.
took off. Biggest upset of the week: Tennessee beat Jacksonville 28-20 and sent us Steelers fans
Woo!
into the playoff. Go Steelers. And finally, last but not least, the best game of the week goes to none other than the Bills and Dolphins on that Sunday night game for the division in Buffalo.
Nice.
Great
Good job,
game.
Buffalo.
21-14. Buffalo wins that game. And Josh Allen still had 3 turnovers.
Josh Allen
Wrap
doing
up
Josh
this
Allen
season.
things.
Literally, that game was the epitome of the Bills season. Start off slow,
Honestly.
a crap ton of turnovers, and somehow they turn it around and win.
Yep,
So much respect to the Bills, though.
I guess. If you think so.
I think it shows, though, like how much
Yeah, they-
offensive coordinators do affect teams. Steelers got so
Honestly.
much better, and Bills got so much better once they got rid of
Yeah,
it.
both of them made the playoffs. So
Right. And
what's that say?
so basically, just make your quarterbacks coach your head coach or your offensive coordinator. Here's fine.
Yeah.
All right. So we would be doing takeaways at this point in the episode. Instead, we're going to be doing playoff predictions.
All right.
Elijah, let's start with the NFC.
Okay.
But first, tell us your original predictions for the season, and then compare that to the current NFC standings.
All right. Let's just start out with the wild card round. So my original predictions: the number 1 seed would have been the Eagles, and they had the bye. So the 49ers were number 2, and they would play the number 7 Giants. They would end up winning that game easily. The the Falcons at number 3 would play the Seattle Seahawks, and the Falcons would win easily to the Seahawks. No, I'm joking. It would be a close game. The number 4 Vikings would play the number 5 Dallas Cowboys, and the Dallas Cowboys would end up winning that game. And then, so not any of that was really close. So this is what my actual predictions are. So the Packers and Cowboys. I do have the Cowboys winning a Mike McCarthy revenge game. But, you know, the Packers usually do play well when they're playing against Dallas in the playoffs.
That's true.
So we'll see, but I do have Dallas winning that one. Rams and Lions, I have Matt Stafford ruining the Lions playoffs just because for the script. And then Eagles and Buccaneers, this game has been played for the past 3 seasons, and I do have the Buccaneers winning this one. And that will be my wild card for the NFC. Do you want me to go on to the next round, or do you want to do your wild card?
I'll jump in real quick.
All right, go ahead.
Yes, so my original predictions were 49ers in the number 1 seed, got that right. Eagles are the number 2, Vikings at the number 3, Saints at the number 4, Seahawks at number 5, Cowboys at number 6, and Lions at number 7. So other than the Vikings and Seahawks, I went 5 for 7. That's not bad.
Nice.
But it's not like the NFC was really hard to predict. In my original predictions, I had the Eagles over the Lions in the wild card game, Vikings over Cowboys, Seahawks over Saints, and then divisional round, 49ers over Seahawks, Eagles over Vikings, championship game, the Eagles beat the 49ers again for the 2nd straight year. That could possibly happen.
Maybe.
No. Yes, it could.
Maybe.
Yeah, it could still happen. They can meet up again. But in reality, obviously that does not happen. So for my wild card round predictions, I think Cowboys beat the Packers.
All right, that's fair.
I think the Eagles smother the Buccaneers
Even with their
and
bad defense.
they'll get their confidence back.
All right.
They're not playing in Philly. They get a nice warm weather state. Get to go terrorize some Buccaneer fans away from home.
Wow.
Finally, for the Jared Goff, Matthew Stafford revenge game, by far the playoff game I'm looking forward to the most.
Yes.
Hmm.
Ooh, this was a hard one. Because it's either Matt Stafford's having his
Rams.
revenge or the Jared Goff is having
Matthew
his revenge.
Stafford beats the team that he can never get to the playoffs.
That's beautiful. Beautiful.
Rams beat. I hate that so much, but the Rams will beat. No, I don't even know.
I respect it, though. Think about it. The Lions have very little playoff experience.
Right, and they just lost Sam Laporta.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think the Lions are so hot. Lions took a dip, and the Rams have a lot of steam going right now.
Yeah.
Man,
It's a tough one.
I'm sticking with it. Rams take down the Lions.
I like it.
Elijah, go ahead. Divisional round.
All right, so in my original predictions, I have the Eagles playing the Cowboys, and the Eagles do win that game, and the 49ers would be playing the Falcons, and the 49ers would win that game, going to my championship game, Eagles 49ers, and I will get to that in a second. So the 49ers would be playing the number 6 Rams, and I do have the 49ers winning that game, even though the Rams did just beat them, but that was all backup, so it doesn't count. And then the Buccaneers would be playing the Cowboys, and I do have the Cowboys winning that one as well. Close game, though, and then that would lead to my championship game, and then Levi, take away your divisional round.
Yeah, so literally no joke for divisional round. We will have 2 teams or 4 teams playing each other from their own divisions.
Nice.
Eagles take on the Cowboys, and Niners take on the Rams. Man, Cowboys beat the Eagles.
Wow.
I hate that too. I hate that. Actually, I don't know about that.
I think it makes sense.
Yeah, Cowboys win, and 49ers are just too good.
Yeah, I agree.
So we still get to witness the 49ers, Cowboys.
And we all know what happens. We all know what happens when the Cowboys play the 49ers in the playoffs.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't paying attention to what you were saying. Did you say your conference championship prediction?
I didn't say it yet. No.
Okay, my fault.
Of course, you weren't paying attention. That's that's been our friendship.
Honestly, though, I technically should just say the Eagles beat the Cowboys, so I can have my NFC prediction right for the championship game. Maybe it will be.
Maybe.
But right now, I think the Cowboys would beat the Eagles again.
Okay. There you go. I do like that. I don't think the Eagles are making it past the wild card, which is kind of crazy to say. But I think Jalen Hurts got hurt, AJ Brown got hurt, and
not a lot of hope for this team right now.
Yeah, no. But I'm gonna go.
And, who's your NFC champion?
Yes.
Elijah.
So in my original predictions, I had the Eagles 49ers, and the 49ers did win, going to the Super Bowl. I have that same outcome. The 49ers will demolish the Cowboys, going to the Super Bowl.
Demolish.
Yes, demolish.
Like how bad? What's the score looking like in that game?
It's gonna look like 42-10.
You're nuts. You're absolutely nuts.
Dak Prescott.
Are you on those Aaron Rodgers mushrooms right now, bro?
Dak Prescott.
What are you on? Okay, listen. I hate the Cowboys. I don't respect them one bit.
Okay, but they don't beat good teams.
42-10?
Yes, absolutely.
That's nuts, dude.
With the 49ers, you don't think the 49ers could beat the Cowboys, who don't beat good teams? You don't think they can destroy them?
Well,
didn't they already destroy them?
I think the Niners can destroy anybody on their day, and I think the Cowboys can destroy anybody.
What was the score? 42-10 was the. This was actually, I didn't know this, but the 49ers beat the Cowboys 42-10 in the regular season. And that was
oh my gosh, dude. Yeah, Michael Parsons said, "Laugh now, cry later."
Listen,
but I don't know, man. 42-10 is nuts.
It happened once; it can happen again.
Either way, 49ers going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
unless the Rams do, that would be
that'd be
nuts.
Weird.
But 49ers, I think for both of us, will make the Super Bowl. I don't know how bad they're going to beat the Cowboys. I just know the Cowboys are going to lose in hilarious fashion.
Oh,
Well,
of course.
third year in a row.
Brad Allen's gonna come out of nowhere.
No, keep that man off of the football field. Gosh.
Oh
All
man.
right. Let's move on to our AFC wild card divisional. Yeah, you get the gist.
Yeah.
AFC playoff prediction. I'll start this one.
All right, go ahead.
I originally had the Bengals taking the number 1 seed, Chiefs at number 2, Jags at number 3, and New York Jets at number 4.
That's crazy.
Steelers would be the 5th seed, Chargers would take the 6th, and the Bills would take the 7th seed. I had the Ravens and Dolphins right outside of the top 7, but neither of them made the cut, which is not relevant in reality, I guess. But for those games, I had the Bills over the Chiefs, Chargers beat the Jags, and the Steelers would beat the Jets.
Nice.
For my real today AFC wildcard predictions.
Tough ones.
I honestly should have prepared for this way better.
Yeah.
Man, I'm just staring at these helmets that I have.
They're hard. There's so many options that could happen.
There's so many options that can happen. It's unbelievable. All right. Tyreek Hill puts up over 150 yards and 2 touchdowns in his return to Arrowhead Stadium, not in Germany. None of that bull crap. Tua gets hurt for a little bit.
Oh.
Mahomes works his magic. Kelsey pops off in the 4th quarter.
Taylor Swift starts singing a song and
Chiefs beat Dolphins. I
Oh!
hate that.
wow.
Hate that. Dude, we talked about this 2 weeks ago. You can't deny the Chiefs in the playoffs. You
I
can't.
know. You can't. And especially with the the Dolphins have a hard time beating good teams.
Trash right now. Absolute trash.
Yeah.
So,
So I like it. I would
yeah,
not disagree with
Chiefs win that game.
you. That might be
Um,
the easier game to choose from, weirdly enough.
next up is the Deshaun Watson Bowl,
Oh, I forgot about that.
and it's gonna be
Drum roll.
the Browns win that game.
Wow, okay. Is that an easy win or?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. I think it'll be close, and then one team's gonna take off in the second half.
I see. Gotcha.
But I'm gonna be honest. If the Texans win that game, CJ Stroud could be the first rookie to win a Super Bowl. And I'm not joking.
No, against the 49ers. Come on now.
Never mind. Never mind. All right.
Nico Collins
last but
against
not
the
least, dude, I don't even know what to say. Do I go biased?
No,
Do I
go with your gut.
Just
Go with what makes more sense. I mean, honestly, both of them make sense. So
okay. Joey Porter Jr. shuts down Stephon Diggs.
Nice.
Gabe Davis puts on a masterclass performance.
Wow, that's nice. Oh, he usually does that in the playoffs. So
yeah,
that would be
James Cook starts off very hot.
Nice.
Very hot.
Nice.
And plays well throughout the entire game, but is not enough to stop Mr. Turnover from turning the ball over against our defense, even without TJ Watt. The Steelers will beat the Buffalo Bills.
That's Mason Rudolph or Kenny Pickett.
It's going to be Mason.
All right, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah. Man, why was this so difficult? Steelers beat the Bills. The final score of that game is 24.
Oh.
24-18.
Interesting. Nice. I'm not.
Hopefully your predictions are a lot more simple than mine.
I won't take as long, I promise. All right, so my AFC original predictions, the Chiefs were the number 1 seed. They got the bye week. The number 2 seed, believe it or not, I had the Steelers. Oh man, they had the
That's
number 2
first.
seed, and they played the 7th seed Colts. Which the Colts could have had the 7th seed. I was almost right. Anyway, the Steelers will take that win, and then the Jacksonville Jaguars, the 8-3 Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm gonna bring that up every day now. They will be the number 3 seed against the number 6 Jets, and the Jets will win that game. The number 4 Bills will play the number 5 Bengals, and the Bengals will take that game. And then let's go into the real playoffs now. And I will start out with the Chiefs Dolphins as well. And I'm going to give it to. I'm actually going to take a little bit on this one because I liked what you did. And I think I should do it too. So the Tyreek Hill, he will actually not have a good game. Ladarius Sneed will lock him down all night. He's going to be angry, and this might come towards the end of his career or maybe the end of his time in Miami.
Alright.
Maybe.
What mushrooms are you on?
All right. Tua is throwing picks left and right against the Chiefs' awesome defense, and Chris Jones will have a game. All those guys will just be playing really well. The Chiefs' offense, however, will still be dropping balls left and right, and even Patrick Mahomes will have an injury. And we have seen that many times in the playoffs before. But you know what?
They give him some of his own mushroom supplements back miraculously.
Oh my gosh. I
And
feel
on
like
a 3rd and 5 in the biggest game of the Super Bowl on terrible grass, somehow he gets a 15-yard quarterback scramble and just doesn't seem hurt at all.
that's why he's
I'll
the
kill
GOAT.
you.
Anyway, the Patrick Mahomes will win the game against the Dolphins, and that will send the Dolphins home. And then the Browns and Texans, I think the Browns will take that game with ease. I love CJ Stroud, but I don't see him playing great against Myles Garrett and the rest of the Browns defense.
No, not in his first playoff.
Yeah, and again, you got Nico Collins as your number 1 receiver, so
Right.
eh.
I mean, he had himself a game.
Yeah,
But-
no, they could do it, but like, come on, it's Nico
They're
Collins.
not gonna do it.
Denzel Ward, it's okay. Anyway, and then that brings us to the best game of the wild card. Steelers versus Bills, and I do have the hot Buffalo Bills winning that game. Not with ease. It's going to be a close game. Comes down to, I don't know, a punt return touchdown. No, it comes down to like a field goal or something. Josh Allen will lead them down the field to kick a field goal, and that will send the Pittsburgh Steelers home early. But they still made the playoffs. So, Jacksonville.
Yeah. I mean, man, I like that. I just
Oh.
don't know. I don't know. I want to say that we win, but I don't think it's going to happen. And isn't it so interesting how the script writing in the NFL works?
Yeah.
Just hear me out, right?
Mm-hmm.
The last game of NFL Week 1, the Bills lost due to a punt return touchdown.
Wow.
Skip to the last week of the last game of the season, and the Bills win that game because of a punt return touchdown.
Interesting. Well,
Good job, NFL script writers. I'm gonna be
Good
honest,
job.
it's been a great year. Backup
Copy.
quarterbacks, Mason Rudolph,
yes.
Bills comeback,
Yeah.
Jaguars touching our towel and sucking. It's been
Yep.
great. All right, well, let's move on to the divisional round. This is gonna be any more fun. My original prediction I think, wait, did I already say this? I don't remember. No, I don't think I did. Bengals over the Bills and Chargers over the Steelers. Obviously, I have one of these teams still in here. And once again, it is still technically the divisional round because 3 out of 4 of the AFC teams are from the same division. So,
Nice.
the only issue with this is Kansas City is playing the wrong orange AFC team.
Oh,
It should be the Bengals, but it's going to be the Browns. And the Chiefs will lose
interesting.
to the Cleveland Browns. I'm fantasizing the Steelers.
Honestly, I'm not. I think that's great. I'm not mad with that prediction.
As we move on, I'm just gonna put it out here right now. Don't take any of this serious because I'm just gonna say the Steelers are gonna win the Super Bowl.
All right. You heard it here first.
Oh, okay. Ravens Steelers.
Come on now.
It's a good game.
2-0 in the regular season.
2-0 in the regular season. Ravens beat the Steelers.
Oh,
Send us packing, buddy.
that's
Packing.
crazy.
And we have the Joe Flacco
Let's
revenge
go!
in the AFC Championship
I
to give
love
the
that.
Browns not their first, not even like to give the Browns their first Super Bowl appearance if they win that game. But I'm gonna let Elijah go ahead, say what you think first.
All right, so we've taken a lot of time with this, so I'm gonna try to make it quick. The Chiefs will play the Jets. This is my original predictions. Chiefs play the Jets and beat them, and then the Steelers will play the Bengals and they lose to the Bengals. Divisional round: Browns play the Ravens in the Joe Flacco Bowl, and I do have the Browns winning that game on a cold Lamar Jackson. And then the injured Patrick Mahomes, some kind of ankle injury or something, does come away with a crazy fourth quarter
Yeah, I can see that
last
happening.
minute touchdown against the Bills. And so the championship game will be looking like the Browns and the Chiefs.
I
And
like.
yeah, I like it too. Go ahead, Levi. Take away your
All right,
AFC
and
champs.
my championship game, I said Bengals over Chargers. That's not relevant at all. So I hate the Browns and I hate the Ravens. So
You should have
the
picked the
NFL is
Steelers.
going to bend their roles, and the Seattle Seahawks are going to make the AFC Championship game, and they're going to face the 49ers in the Super Bowl.
Wow, that's
No,
crazy.
I'm joking. We saw the game already once this season. We're going to see it again, but this time it's going to be a lot more competitive. It's going to be a lot better. We're going to see Lamar Jackson, Brock Purdy, the Ravens versus the 49ers.
There you go. The colors of the Super Bowl logo.
I know it sounds so weird because that's how the NFL writes their scripts, but that's what's going to happen.
I'm not mad. Good job, Levi. Good job with your predictions this year. We will see how that goes. But my original predictions: Chiefs versus the Cincinnati Bengals. Yes, the Chiefs do win that one, and they will play the 49ers in my original prediction Super Bowl. Now, the 49ers are in the NFC side of the Super Bowl in this real prediction, and the Chiefs and the Browns will be playing each other in the AFC Championship. The Browns' defense, really good. Patrick Mahomes is just a little bit better, and I do have him on an injured ankle making it to the Super Bowl for another year against the 49ers. There you go.
Well, they will get absolutely cooked.
We're not getting there. Let me hear your prediction first.
Mystery Relevant has an absolute mid game. Mid. No turnovers, but like a touchdown pass. Maybe a touchdown run before he has a touchdown pass.
Nice.
George Kittle turns into his prime self again.
All right.
Deebo Samuel does nothing, but Brandon Ayuk will carry the load. And CMC is just CMC. CMC is a better running back than the entire Ravens roster.
Wow. Even Lamar.
Your Super Bowl champions will be the San Francisco 49ers.
Nice. We have seen a Ravens 49ers
We
Super
have
Bowl
seen it before. And how interesting would it be that the Harbaugh brothers both win championships in the same year or in this championship game?
The college script writers are working with the NFL script writers.
So yes, 49ers will win the Super Bowl against the Baltimore. I just can't see Lamar holding a Lombardi trophy in his hand ever.
I like it.
All right.
And my final. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Oh, okay. My Super Bowl game. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson announces the names again, even though he is the new head of the UFL. The Patrick Mahomes. They're going to be down. Let's say 17-7 halftime. 49ers looking good. Brock Purdy looking great. The whole team, CMC looking amazing. He's got 2 touchdowns. The only 2 touchdowns. One of them is a pass from Purdy. One of them is a rush. And he's looking like the MVP. Patrick Mahomes comes out in the second half. Just runs. Doesn't even pass anymore. Well, he does to Kelsey once in a while. But he just runs. Him and Pacheco run and run and run. And the game, it's the fourth quarter, 24-24. Mahomes, one final drive. Throws an interception. The 49ers kick a field goal. Win the Super Bowl.
Imagine,
49ers are your Super Bowl.
imagine this. Imagine the Super Bowl. 49ers Chiefs need a touchdown to win the game. They're down by 4 points. It's like 2024, something like that.
Yep.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And he chucks the ball deep. Amount of
No.
drops the ball in the end zone, right?
No.
Penalty.
Oh.
Roughing the passer.
Oh. But he didn't even touch Patrick Mahomes. He didn't touch him. But it was a roughing the passer call.
Right, it was still roughing the passer. They get 15 yards. Tucks it up. Kadarius Toney drops the ball. Imagine that ending.
But wait.
I would pee my pants laughing so hard if that happened. Oh, that would be honestly the greatest moment of my life. Watching the Chiefs literally drop their Super Bowl.
Yeah. I really don't want to see the 49ers Chiefs again. I like to see new teams in the Super Bowl. But you know what? It's going to be, if it is, it's going to be a good game.
This episode's already going to be over. Wow.
Yeah.
So, what is your crazy? You had your crazy Super Bowl prediction earlier this year. You said it was going to be the Falcons and Steelers. What is your crazy Super Bowl prediction?
Well, I could say 2 of them. Can I say 2 or just one? All right, so I'll start out with just one. Joe Flacco taking. This isn't really that crazy, but I do want to say Joe Flacco winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Over, I don't know. I guess maybe the Lions. That would be my crazy one. No, wait. Buccaneers, Baker Mayfield versus the Browns.
Dude,
in the Super Bowl.
imagine that. I completely forgot about that.
Oh
Dude,
my gosh.
That'd be crazy.
That's my new crazy one. And then my other one would be the Steelers. This is honestly could happen. Steelers beat the Buffalo Bills. They play the Ravens. They've beaten the Ravens before twice. They beat the Ravens. They play the Browns or the Chiefs. The Chiefs can't catch or something. I don't know. And then the Browns, we can beat the Browns. We make the Super Bowl. And then they would play the Green Bay Packers. No, they would play the Dallas Cowboys or the 49ers for that lead in Super Bowls. Wait, do the 49ers?
No, both of them each have 5.
Okay. But still.
But it would be the 4th time us versus the Cowboys.
Yeah. Which would be kind of sick.
Right.
But I think
my crazy prediction would be Houston. No, Houston's not making it. My crazy prediction would be the Rams and the Bills.
Rams and Bills.
Interesting. That's not that crazy, but I think that'd be awesome. I feel like that would be a good Super Bowl.
Yeah, I don't really see the Rams doing it, but you know what? Bills definitely could. I do. Yeah, I don't know.
Even more crazy one would be the Detroit Lions and the Miami Dolphins.
The Texans and the Green Bay Packers.
Ew, I would barf. That's like the ugliest colored Super Bowl I've ever seen in my life.
Honestly, but I would love it because you know what? The Green Bay Packers would win.
No, they wouldn't. Well,
Joe Barry gets a Super Bowl before.
Yeah, okay. Well, you're already talking about the Packers, so go. CPAC reacts.
Oh, okay. So the Packers, all they had to do was win and get in, and they did that. Jordan Love, the man, the myth, the legend, the GOAT.
That you doubted and you don't.
I did. No, I will. Okay, I don't hate him anymore. I just don't like him that much. But he did take us to a playoff in his first season. He had 3,945 passing yards this season and 31 touchdowns. 31 touchdowns is the most between Rodgers and Favre in their first years. And then the game, the Packers play really well. Dontavion Wicks, 2 touchdowns. Jaden Reed had a game, of course, like always, 112 receiving yards. Aaron Jones had 111 rushing yards. Awesome game. They get it done. This offense does insane. I mean, the defense did what they had to do. Got a ton of sacks against Justin Fields.
Yeah, and your time's up.
All right, perfect.
I hate the Bears so much.
I do too. Hey, I do too.
That's one thing we have in common. We hate the Bears. Because 3, 2, 1, Seahawks. How did you almost lose to the Cardinals? I cannot have my two favorite teams lose to the Cardinals in the same season.
Wow.
That'd be terrible. Man, I don't know. I think Geno should be done. We need to draft a quarterback. Even if Geno plays the beginning of the season next year, we just need to draft a quarterback.
You really think Geno's the big problem?
I think Geno's the main problem.
Wow.
Other than their offensive line, that's terrible.
Or defense. How about their defense? Who suck?
Yeah, we can't tackle. Did I gap during yours? Look, my time's almost up.
Dude, you take over
You can't use the ball more.
You used up your time anyway, so just keep
K9,
going.
he hasn't done anything since he got hurt. It's been a shame. JSN mid rookie year. So we have a lot of pieces we can build off. Pete Carroll is returning next year. Don't even know how to feel about that. But
wow, you are a very controversial Seahawks fan right now.
I'm sad.
That's crazy.
My playoff hopes rested on the lie of the hands of Bears.
I mean, listen, the Packers and the Seahawks always seem to be linked to the playoffs every year somehow.
That's true. Somehow. Even if they suck somehow.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for a Seahawks-Packers playoff rematch. I've been waiting.
So we can smack you.
Like we did
last time.
2018. Whatever. That's forever ago. Anyways, that is our CFAC reacts of the week. We're going to go very, very quick.
Wow.
Here we go.
Steelers.
Here we go.
Pittsburgh's going to the
Super Bowl.
Let's go. We're in the playoffs. Let's go.
Jinx.
Jinx again.
It's almost if that was like in the script in all caps. We just happen to say it at the same time. Nice. We're in the playoffs. Elijah, who's our number one quarterback?
Mason Rudolph.
Thank you. Say it again. Who's our number one quarterback?
I could see Kenny Pickett.
No, who's the number one quarterback?
I could see Kenny Pickett, but I'm going to say Mason Rudolph, the guy who's been winning.
Wow.
Yeah. Mitch Trubisky.
Yeah.
Jalen Samuels. the running back.
Oh my goodness. Never say that again.
All right, my bad.
All right. Tomlin gets his 20th win against the Ravens.
Nice.
TJ Watt. Sorry, I had the yawn. Is the first player in NFL history to lead the league in sacks 3 different times. He did it in 2020, 2021, and 2023.
Nice.
Okay.
Let's talk about
we own the Ravens, regardless of what quarterback. If it's RG3, Tyler Huntley, or Lamar Jackson, we still own them.
Nice.
Elijah, what was good in that game?
Najee Harris was good. Like the past couple of weeks have been for him. Back-to-back 100+ yard games, and he is the first Steeler with 1,000 yards in the first 3 years of his career, and the first in the NFL since Alfred Morris in 2012 to 2014. I bet most of you don't even know that name.
I have his football card. I know who that is.
All right. And then Mason Rudolph again, 18 of 20, 152 yards and 1 touchdown. He didn't have to throw too much because of the rain, but when he did a good job, especially with that 71-yard touchdown to Deontay Johnson.
Yeah, I mean, for as much as people doubt Tomlin, say they want him fired, guess what? Another winning record.
Yes, sir. Another playoff. Let's go.
As much as people want to talk trash to Najee Harris, see what he can do under the right circumstance.
Honestly, why would people
pass reliant and we rely on Jaylen Warren, Najee Harris, and then pass the ball?
Yeah.
Well, if everything is just working as it should be, this is the running back we have, and that's the running back we spent a first-round pick on.
I like it.
It's as simple as that.
Yeah,
it really is.
I don't get what all the hate was on Najee Harris. I know he didn't have great games, but again, it was Matt Canada.
It was
your OT.
We and Elijah were
in your line.
49ers game doesn't count. That game doesn't count. We were going to get killed anyways. Texans game, we can just kind of blame on a little bit of everybody. That Jacksonville game, kind of blame on everybody again. Browns game, blame that on Matt Canada. Second half of the Cardinals game, the Patriots game, and the Colts game, that is all Mr. Trubisky's fault. So
Sure.
technically, we only had 2 real losses this season, and we should therefore be. But just think about it: if we won those 3 games over that stretch of time, we're the number 1 seed in the AFC
You're right.
because we swept the Ravens,
Mm-hmm.
and now we are number 1 seed in the AFC. Get a bye week. TJ Watt's not hurt. Everybody's happy.
Yeah. It would have been nice, but you know what? We're the Steelers. We got to keep it
And
close.
Mr. Trubisky is good.
Garbo.
Other good things though. Eric Rowe, best safety in the league.
I hope they keep him next year.
I hope we keep him. He's awesome. I love him.
Yep.
Um,
Also, KZ and Minka will be back in the
Right.
playoffs,
Yep.
so that's good news.
And how about Pickens' attitude? Seeing him run down the field to celebrate with Johnson after that touchdown catch
Yeah.
was awesome to see. It's
And
like
he-
someone. It might have not been Tomlin. It might have been a former player. It might have been somebody, but somebody still on the team, maybe coach. I'm not sure. Somebody got a hold of that man, and he has been playing like a real team player the past week. He's actually blocking now. He's actually touching guys now.
Yeah,
He's
and
actually blocking.
in his stats, he did nothing in the whole game besides, he didn't get a single catch. He had 1 rush for a couple yards, but
Right.
he did nothing, and he was still, in a good
Don't
attitude.
have. And
I
I
like
think it came down to what do you care more about, your team in playoffs or yourself?
Yep.
And I think we've seen it when you ask to see growth in a player over a season. I think we could say we've seen some of that from him, but even more importantly, we've seen a growth in attitude over him over the past couple of weeks, and I think that's more than what any coach would rather see over skill. So
I like it. Yep. Good job to that.
yeah,
Bad. TJ Watt hurt
yep.
until the playoffs.
He could be out for the. Well, he is out for the first game. He might. It's a big might. Be out if we would beat the Bills. And we play the Ravens. So was talking with Elijah. I was like, yeah, TJ Watt and like Nate Herbig or Nate. Sorry, is like Bowser and Bowser Jr. or whatever his name is, Davey Bowser. It's just like he just I don't know. They just remind like to learn after TJ Watt and then fill in his shoes. I mean they're big shoes to fill, but I think he'll be able to hold his own. As long as we don't play Marcus Golden, get him off the field. What?
Come on, he hasn't been bad.
TJ Watt went down, and I was like, thank God Herbig's gonna come in. Not that I don't like TJ. I mean, I love TJ. And I look over and I see 44. I'm like, get him out.
He hasn't been bad. Come on, he's been okay.
I want to see Herbig. I don't want to see Marcus. It says you were the one who hated that signing in the first place.
I did, but you know what? He didn't turn out to be a Melvin Ingram for us. So
yeah, I mean, he got us a 5th round pick. So I'm not.
Yeah, you're right. And
also, we talked about Pickens not being involved. I mean, if he's debatably your number 1 receiver, whether or not you agree with that, whether or not he really actually is, you just want to see everybody on your offense involved. And I mean, Freiermuth, the guy who really isn't involved with Mason Rudolph's set of, the passes that end people he throws to. Muth was more involved with him, so can't hate that.
You can't get everybody. You really can't, especially with all the skilled
it's
players.
It's like Najee and Warren. If Warren has a good game, Najee's not having a good game. If Najee has a good game, Warren's not. I mean, you can't have a perfectly balanced unless you're like the 49ers on Madden.
Yeah.
That's about it.
It's not going to be like Thanos. Perfectly balanced as all things should be.
Right. And then Elijah.
Yeah.
Finally. What else?
The fumbly bumbliness. Now the rain the rain did have a major impact. The first play of the game, Warren fumble was it. Well, he didn't give it away, but he has had some issues in fumbling over the season. This time with the rain, it was kind of a lot more of a problem. But you know what?
Sucked.
What'd you say? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
The conditions sucked.
Oh, yeah. You're right. Conditions sucked. Everybody was fumbling a lot. There was a lot of fumbles throughout the game with both sides. But yeah, as long as we can just, work on that. And we did pretty well. We won the game in the rain against the Ravens. So, not mad. Just work on the fumbly bumbliness. That's all I got.
And, I mean, you just see, I saw that, like, they were explaining on the TV, that first handoff, Rudolph handed the ball off with one hand, which most quarterbacks do. That other handoff that game, he had two hands on that ball. He was not letting up dumb fumbles.
Yeah.
So that is your episode for the week.
Woo.
We talked a lot today.
I'm sorry.
Well,
that's because of the playoffs. We literally
football time, bro. Who cares?
We spent like 20 minutes just talking about football playoffs, which is fine, you know.
That's what's important right now.
Yeah.
So obviously we'll keep you updated. Be doing game reviews, keeping a similar, I guess, playbook that we have been. Obviously, it might just be the pack reacts from now on.
Yeah. Oh, that sucks for you.
Yeah, doesn't it? Shut up. And then, but yeah, keep you guys updated. We'll be with you throughout the entire playoff journey, and we have some great things planned for as soon as the season is over. Some fun things planned for the Pro Bowl week. But yeah, once again, I'm Levi Jenkins, alongside here with Elijah Coer. This is Week 18. We're headed to the playoffs next week, and this is the Huddle.
Go Pack, go. Peace.